It is inhumane from the moment they leave in transport trucks to the moment they get inside those slaughter plants and are butchered for their meat for foreign diners. This is not an industry that Americans support, and it's time for it to end. Thankfully, all the domestic horse slaughter plants are currently shut down, but a lot of horses are still going to Mexico and to Canada for slaughter.
Our fight is not over until we stop these exports of horses to these bordering nations. Horses are pets, they're companions. Americans don't believe horses should be slaughtered for human consumption.
Unofficial winning time, 52 3/5 seconds.
The long road to slaughter for thoroughbreds, workhorses, and family pets begins at auction, where they're sold to so-called killer buyers. These agents for slaughterhouses will even outbid families who would have provided horses with a new home. Horses destined for Mexico are transported hundreds of miles to export pens along our southern border. Day after day, a caravan arrives at these pens on the outskirts of El Paso. The horses trucked in spend a few hours here before they're reloaded onto trailers bound for Mexico.
They're shipped from one location to another, often in trucks that are too small for them. They're inhumanely handled onto the trucks and off the trucks.
August 9th, about 2:34, we've documented this horse clearly being stuck, and they're pulling it out. They're literally pulling it out. I cannot see if the horse is dead. I think this horse is down.
The injured horse is left lying in the dirt until HSUS investigators demand that she receive veterinary care. The horse is later euthanized.
They're triple-digit day with a high of 101 degrees.
At another Texas border crossing, this truck idles in 100-degree heat for 2.5 hours until export paperwork is approved. The horse's final journey will cover some 600 miles, ending at a slaughterhouse in central Mexico.
The transport, in some respects, is one of the worst elements for the horses because they're crammed into trucks for very long transport times, up to 10, 12 hours.
From export pens in New Mexico, horses walk across the border. Their tired and battered bodies are evidence of what they've been forced to endure. These horses are loaded onto double-decker cattle trailers, which are deemed so inhumane for horse transport, they're outlawed in the U.S.
Horses will be put into this space. They can't even hold their heads up properly, and they have to hold their heads down, and it creates a real problem for them keeping their balance. It gets even lower over here. I can't even stand up now. I'm banging against the top of this. So you see here you've got these holes and these openings. Horses can kick during transport. They can hang a leg up in there and break it. And because they're going for slaughter, they don't get any vet care. Nobody cares if they get injured while they're going to slaughter.
These horses are destined for a slaughterhouse in Juarez, where HSUS investigators documented just how brutally horses are killed. Here in this Mexican plant, horses are felled with a dagger to their spinal cords.
Our horses are not bred, raised, or in any way intended for such a use. They all deserve a better end than to be sent to a slaughterhouse and exported for their meat to foreign diners.
All told, some 1,500 workhorses, racehorses, and former pets are trucked across our borders each week, where they suffer an untimely and cruel fate.
It's critical that we pass a permanent ban on horse slaughter in this country, and we can stop the flow of American horses over the border to Mexico or to Canada, where they suffer a grisly death.